W-H-I-T-N-E-Y. Who's that girl? It's Whitney Reynolds. Oh, she's got a show. Catch it on the weekends. Every single Saturday, right at noon, on Chicago's NBC 5.2.
Hello and welcome to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds, and it is the summertime. The sun is out and in full bloom, and we are all concerned about our skin and aging gracefully, and that's exactly what we're talking about today on Weekends with Whitney. We're at the Pew Institute for Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, and we wanted to give you a real look at what my skin looks like prior for hair and makeup. So we wanted to give you a look. As you can see, I am Freckly McFreckles, and we're going to be talking all about skin and what all this means and how my skin really, if it's aging gracefully. So let's go in and let's take a look. And I am feeling so great thanks to Mickey Williams. I now have the makeup on and we are ready to go. I'm joined by Dr. Julius Few. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Yeah, now how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
What a wonderful office you have here right at the Hancock Building. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and thank you for having us today. But we are talking about anti-aging. You know, the sun is out, it's summertime, and people are, I know even me today, they were like, did you wear your sunblock over the weekend? And I feel like I did. But I mean, the sun's bright.
And the sun is probably one of the easiest things to block out to help aging. Well, at the Few Institute, we really are all about the idea of aging gracefully. And I think that it's easy to do. Yeah. Simple little tools like, as you had mentioned, using a sunscreen just to block out harmful rays, to doing selective kind of skin peels, which again, peel always sounds bad, but it's not.
Yeah, I was curious about that. For me, like, you saw my face without makeup on. We were actually in the elevator on the way up. And I have freckles, and that's one thing that a lot of people say. They say, well, did you do a lot of sun damage as a kid? But I believe, and my mom could probably confirm, that I've always had freckles. Would you say that's a sign that I'm not taking care of my skin, or do some people just have freckles?
Some people just have freckles, and it's a charming feature, just like a dimple.
Oh,
it's
a charm. Butter me
I am.
here.
I'm trying to butter you up, and hopefully it works.
Working, yeah.
Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. But no, I think at the end of the day, having freckles doesn't mean that you're abusing your skin. It just means that it's part of who you are. But having wrinkled or older looking skin when you're younger is not necessarily where you want to be. And you're luckily not like this.
Wait, are you hinting at something here with the wrinkles?
But it's interesting, we will see people here that occasionally, because they smoke a lot, they're out in the sun a lot, they look much older than they really are. And so
yeah, let's talk about smoking and laughing, because those are two things that I hear a lot of. Like, if you do either, or whistling, if you do that, you're going to get these lines. So smoking, is it mainly actually like the lip that you're doing with the cigarette that's like aging you, or is it actually the ingredients in the cigarette? So
it's actually the ingredients in the cigarette that eats away at the elasticity of the skin, so the skin will wrinkle more easily. And
that's a reason enough to quit smoking.
I was just going to say that that should be enough. But if looking good is not enough of a reason, obviously there are other health concerns. But the reality is, I think of skin of your face is kind of like folding a piece of paper. The more you fold it, the deeper the crease and the harder it is to get rid of it. So using things to help smooth the skin kind of cuts down on that creasing, using things like what we call a neurotoxin, like a Botox or Dysport or Xeomin.
Yes.
These are agents that can help to relax muscles on the face. You can still look like who you are and show how you really feel, but if you use it well, you can actually create a much more healthy appearance with fewer wrinkles. People who look and feel their best are people who you can't tell that they've done anything. And so really this was the concept behind really this movement that I developed called the Continuum of Beauty. And what this is really all about is not doing extreme things, but rather doing very, very strategic things that are often easy, often relatively inexpensive, but what you get is something that looks really natural, and it's something that you can really do as a lifestyle. So I honestly believe, and this is science fiction maybe, but as we move along, you're going to see people who largely are aging much slower, at least on the outside. They're going to look much younger than they really are because of these technologies.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait to dive in more about this right after this commercial break. Guys, coming up next, we're going to talk more about ways that you can age gracefully. It sounds like we just should age gracefully with you, just keep you in our back pocket. But coming up next, we're going to talk about that and the dangers of skin cancer. We'll be right back. If you want to take your brand to the next level and make an impact in the news, you don't want to miss the Pulse Effect Brand Bootcamp on August 11th in Schaumburg. This one-day intensive workshop will give you the skills necessary to launch your brand in style. All Weekends with Whitney watchers get to attend for half price using the discount code Whitney. Visit chrisfoltz.com and follow the bootcamp links. This is an event you don't want to miss. Hello and welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds, and today we're talking about something that's happening to all of us. We are aging. Dr. Few, you know this firsthand because you are helping people all the time that want to age gracefully. Let's talk about chemical peels. Is this a painful process? When I hear chemical and peel, this does not sound very fun. However, I hear that it can make you look a lot younger.
Well, Whitney, it definitely can make a huge difference in the way we look and feel. Chemical peel, I think it gets kind of a bad rap. There's a way to do it so that you're just taking off the very top layer, the bad layer of skin that may be making somebody look a little tired, more wrinkled than they want to look, or uneven.
Now, would this layer naturally go away on its own if we were to use like a certain cleanser, or is it something that you actually have to peel off?
You really have to literally peel it off. Otherwise, it will not go away, and it actually, with time, gets worse. And we use tools such as a silk peel, which is innovative technology. It allows us to infuse different agents to make the skin brighter, to make wrinkles go away, and it's literally something you can do on your lunch break and go back to work.
But you do have to stay out of the sun. You'd have to be really careful about being in contact with the sun after.
Well, we should be careful with the sun,
anyway.
So in reality, if somebody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're doing just their normal routine.
That's awesome. Let's talk about a little bit of pigmentation. I know that we had a lot of our Facebook fans write in asking questions about they have like discoloration they see more in the summer. Is that caused by the sun or is that caused by medication?
It can be caused by both.
Oh,
and the reality is what we find, in addition to using a good sunblock, is there are agents that can be used at nighttime when we're sleeping, because that's actually the best time to repair the skin of the face.
Wow.
By applying just basic elements, some elements that we've developed at the Few Institute. It's actually a line we've developed called the JF Aesthetic.
Ooh.
And what this does is it simplifies the whole process. So many people have to...
How simple?
Well, simple, we like the idea of kind of homework, the homework analogy. So really what you're doing is a 1, 2, 3 step. You're cleansing your skin, you're moisturizing it, and then you're preparing it to rejuvenate itself.
That is my kind of process. 3 steps. I literally, it makes my friends laugh when they see how much stuff I do at night before bed. I have to number my bottles. Like it's like, take the 1 first, 2. I have like 1 through 15, and it's 15 steps, so 3 sounds amazing, and it still does the job?
Still does the job. 15's too many.
Wow.
15 is too many.
I'm down for the 3 step. That sounds amazing.
Got to put that out. The other neat thing in terms of what's happening at the Few Institute is really innovation in technology, and one of those technologies is a device called Everlastin, and this is a technology that allows us in about a half an hour to put energy into the skin, the undersurface of the skin, and you can get kind of mini facelift like lifting without surgery and without a lot of downtime.
That's incredible. Is that another lunch break type thing, or is this, would it take the process a little bit longer?
It takes a little longer, but it's not terrible. It's more of a weekend thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like technology, and you're not doing any like cutting.
Correct. You're not doing any cutting, and there are people who say, "Look, I don't want to look at the knife. I want to do something else, but I still want to look better." And so Everlastin is really a technology that allows you to get there.
Wow.
And it's a novel one, and actually we're the only one in the city to offer this technology. It's really state-of-the-art.
Skin cancer. We talked about protecting the skin, but let's talk about how important it is for everyone at home. I heard that a t-shirt, if you're wearing a full-on t-shirt, it's only 10 SPF. Is that true?
You're absolutely right. It's probably somewhere between 8 and 10 because of just the little pores in the cotton of a shirt will allow sun rays to get through. And it's actually the reason why we actually see a lot more skin cancer on the left side of the face is something a lot of people don't realize. When they're driving their car, they're getting exposed to more sunlight on their left-hand side.
Wow.
And so you're causing damage that you may not even know about. Or on a cloudy day when sun rays can come through, you can damage the skin. So it's never been more important to wear a good sunblock either on a cloudy day or when you're driving. It doesn't matter.
Do you work with skin cancer patients here?
We do. We actually work also with another specialist called a Mohs surgeon. This is a surgeon who specializes in removing the cancer with the least or the smallest cut. And so what it does is it makes it easier for me to do the reconstructive work to hide that they ever had cancer. And a matter of fact, I'm doing that this afternoon.
That is wonderful. And like when skin cancer does show up, is it usually like a spot on the skin that does have to be removed?
That's exactly what it is. But the problem with some forms of skin cancer, actually the most common form of skin cancer, which is a basal cell carcinoma, it has a tendency to spread under the skin. So you may look like it may look like you're just seeing a small dot, but really that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Is there anything that people at home should keep an eye out for if they see a dark spot or something to go get looked at?
I think the big thing, the rule of thumb is that if you have something that is growing quickly, it's changing quickly, or it's getting darker, or it looks less regular, these are the signs that something's just not right.
And where can people find out more about you if they want to get in contact with the Few Institute?
Well, we have two great websites that are easy to go through, www.fewinstitute.com or drfewbeauty.com.
Ooh, Dr. Few Beauty. I like that one. That's the one I'm going to click on. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Guys, we've been talking about ways to age gracefully and also skin cancer. But we want to tell you about ways that you can still get that perfect glow at home, but without the harmful rays. We'll be right back. If you need a break from your long day and hectic life, I have the perfect match for you. Urban Oasis Massage Spa. Voted one of Chicago's top spa and massage destinations, Urban Oasis has 2 locations to serve Chicagoland. Whether it's a relaxing massage or massage wellness for your therapeutic or prenatal needs, Urban Oasis is truly your urban escape. With convenient locations at North and Sheffield and Lincoln Park and a fabulous Maple Street location. Visit www.urbanoasismassage.com for the latest deals and promotions. Tell them Whitney sent you. Hello and welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds, and I'm sure some of you are thinking I look mighty tan, and we talked about skin cancer in the last segment, but believe it or not, it is not from the sun. It is thanks to this lady's company. Becky Turris, welcome to the show.
Hi Whitney, how are you?
I am doing great. So you own Celebrity Skin, you started this. Tell us a little bit about your company.
Well, we provide airbrush tans. Here in Chicago. We did in-home services for 4 years, and we've just opened up our flagship location in the Wicker Park Bucktown neighborhood. And we help people maintain that gorgeous glow all year round without the dangers of the UV rays in the sun.
I feel like that was such a new thing to me when I moved here and I met you for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was still going, and I hate to admit this, but it's true, I was still going to a real tanning bed.
I know,
and
I remember that.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't believe that in my mind I thought that was okay. And now that I've not done it for 3 years and I've been doing the natural spray tan, I'm really great that I met you when I did.
Absolutely.
I'm thankful for that.
I think a lot of people are under the misconception that if you can achieve a nice tan in the sun, you know, if you have more of an ethnic skin tone where you get that gorgeous tan in the sun, that you're not at risk for skin cancer, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. You know, any kind of color you get on your skin is damaged from the sun.
Now, you opened up, like you said, you used to do in-home tanning, and then you opened up your store. So obviously there's enough volume of people saying, you know, I want to still look tan, because we all feel a little bit better when we look tan.
Absolutely.
You know,
everybody
feel a little
does.
Skinnier too.
You do. You feel like you've lost 10 pounds, you feel great, and knowing that you can do it safely, I think, you know, helps people justify the expense and, you know, the fancy service.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about that, you know, the safety, because we've seen some stuff in the news lately where spray tanning there's been some red flags with that. What have you found out about it?
Well, primarily I think what they're focusing on is the inhalation of the solution. So DHA, dihydroxyacetate, was developed in the 70s and approved by the FDA in the 70s that was safe for external use.
What is DHA is like a product that is in the actual spray tan?
It is. It's a sugar-derived fruit and vegetable dye that actually dyes the top layer of your skin. It reacts with the amino acids in your skin, similar to an apple turning brown in the air.
Right.
And so it was approved for topical use, which up until 10 years ago maybe, when we started doing the spray tanning, that was the only option for getting it on your skin. But of course now we can do the airbrush tanning or even the booth tanning, where you go in and you can get the more even application. So I think the question therein lies in the actual inhalation of the solution, depending on how you are administering it.
Okay, so you guys you have like masks if your clients want it.
So we, I think the good part of the story, which I think came from a very slow news day, frankly, is that it just reminds us to, follow the guidelines of the FDA. So there are nose filters, or you can wear a mask until you want to tan your face. You want to use chapstick on your lips. So, the soft tissues that might be exposed to the overspray. And, I was listening to Dr. Few and talking about the chemical peels and, such an investment. These are not inexpensive treatments that people get. You walk out into the sun and your investment is destroyed. So, I think it's also good to remember to protect that investment of these chemical peels and the laser treatments by, wearing your SPF. And if you need to have that glow and you want to have that glow like everybody does, to do it on more of a safe level.
I love that. And where can people find out more about your company?
We are at CoutureAirTan.com. We're here in Chicago, Celebrity Skin, and we're on North Avenue for anybody who's looking to get that safe glow.
And it is my official color provider. So thank you so much for everything you do to keep me looking tan without the harmful rays. Thanks,
absolutely, Becky. No problem.
Okay, guys, we've talked about ways that you can stay looking younger, but we're going to talk about some things at home that you can do right after the break.
Looking for that perfect glow or beautiful long lashes? Look no further than Celebrity Skin Couture Air Tan or Celebrity Skin Spa. Simply call 773-697-4833 and tell them Whitney sent you.
Hello, welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. I'm your host, Whitney Reynolds, and today we've been talking about ways to stay young. We've touched on skin cancer and also things that you can do to get that glowing skin at home. But now we're talking about all sorts of products that are going to keep us looking wonderful for men or women. I'm joined by Mickey Williams. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited because you are a familiar face to television. You go on a lot of shows because you are a beauty expert. So these things are all up your alley. And you made me look fantastic today. I love the hair and makeup. Thanks for doing all this.
I had a good face to start with. So.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'll take that one. So let's talk about some of these products. What do we have going on here?
We're really kind of showcasing a lot of like do-it-yourself products so that you can do at home. So something that we've tested, we've figured out, they work great. There's not any myth behind it. These actually work, which is great. So.
I love it. So we talked about the dark spots earlier on the face, and this product helps that.
Love it. This is Allure. What's so amazing about this product is it won the Allure magazine's Best of Beauty Breakthrough last year.
Wow.
What it does not utilize is hydroquinone, which in the past couple of years has had a lot of complaints about toxicity records and things like that. This does not use that. It works in 28 days. It works fast. It has a 2-chamber system. And what's really amazing about it is you can do it at home. You don't have to go to the doctor's office and get a laser treatment. It's right there in your home, and it really is amazing at evening out that skin tone. And hyperpigmentation has become the new wrinkle.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that you're going to look younger when you have a more even skin tone.
Absolutely. Okay, so this is also another skin thing.
This is actually for acne, and I really love this. This is Beyond Clear. And why this is different, again, 3-step process here. These 2 are extra that come with a kit. But you have a face wash, you have a foam, which really goes in and really cleans out your skin with those 3 essential ingredients. It also has antioxidants, everything that's in there for your skin. And it has this great little healing, healthy moisturizer type of thing that you put on in the end morning and night that doesn't dry out your skin.
That is awesome.
So you have dewy, beautiful skin, and it works just not on acne, it also works on your skin's texture.
Well, sometimes when you do these acne washes, it almost like dries everything out. So I love that you said dewy skin. Like, that sounds amazing.
It looks great on your skin. It does not dry you out, but it also works wonderful under makeup too.
Love that. Okay, so these are my new obsession. Whenever you started doing my makeup today, you handed me one of them. Now, could have easily been offended because it looks almost like a breath strip, but it is not. You are whitening your teeth here.
Yes, I love it. These are great. These are Rembrandt's Intense Stain Dissolving Whitening Strips, and you put them right on your teeth. They dissolve within 5 to 10 minutes. They use the same active dental peroxide that dentist office use. You didn't have any sensitivity on your teeth once you used it. And the best part I love about these is that they actually dissolve last on the insides, like like the little grooves of your teeth where
and that's where it's hard to get. Yeah.
And you can get like 5 to 10 minutes. They dissolve. So if you're on the go, it's great. 2 weeks, you're going to have whitening teeth.
Doing your makeup too? I mean, that's fantastic. Just put them in. It was easy, and it almost had a little. You felt like you had fresher breath.
I know, a little mintiness to it. I pop them in right before I go for a run, actually.
Yeah, they were amazing. So now let's talk about this tummy lift.
This is great.
This looks easy. I would love to throw away the crunches.
Of course.
Sorry, Michael. My trainer at home is probably like, oh no.
Yeah. This is BMR technology. What's amazing about this, they have everything. They have a tummy lift, something for your behind. They have something for everything. They have actually one for your face. And how this works is with EMS technology.
Wow.
And it's electromuscle stimulation. So it basically firms from the inside out. And this is what they used in doctors' offices for a long time for sports rehabilitation, for like muscle rehabilitation. And so now the FDA has cleared it for actually sculpting purposes. So
wow, I love
BMR.
that. So you actually just strap it on,
you strap
and it tightens.
And you have this little gauge here where you can hit it from 1 to 99. So you basically build it up 5 days a week. You do it for 20 minutes a session. Do it while you're watching TV.
That is incredible. And then nails. Let's talk about this. This excites me.
This is sensational. And what's amazing about this is that when gel manicures came out, there was nowhere else to get them but the professional service, the salon.
Right. And like for me, I love a little bit of color, but if I don't get the gels or the no chip, I'm chipping away a day later because I'm just really rough with my hands.
Yeah, I mean, you're active.
Yeah.
It's impossible to keep a manicure sometimes, and it's just the way it is. But with gel, as you know, 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks. This is what's so great. This kit right here, starter kit, comes with a light, comes with a polish to start, comes with all the things that you need in there to make it happen, to give you that gel manicure at home. $60, which is going to pay for itself with like 2 or 3 treatments. 2 or 3,
yeah,
salon
maybe even
treatments.
one in some cases.
Exactly. But what was so amazing about this is that I did it to my own nails. And
you did that on your own nails. Now, I was going to say this looks very professional.
It's very shiny. It has exact same finish that you would get into a salon. And what's amazing about it now is that even before, when you had this, you still had to go to the salon to have it removed in order to come back, or you would have to soak it in some format that you'd figured out on your own. But now Sensational has come out with these pads as well.
Wow.
That you can just basically, they're the remover pads. You put them on your nails. There's 30 in a set, so you have up to 3 removal sessions right there in there. And it's the first of its kind to actually come out with removers as well. And you also get this like awesome little LED lamp.
You just changed my life, Nikki, just so you know. I am very excited about all of these. Really excited about the nails. I'm a on-the-go kind of person, so that's perfect.
You can do it in the middle of the night if you want. You don't have to worry about the salons open. You need that manicure at the last minute.
Love it.
Do it.
Now, these are just a few of your tricks. You actually have a lot more up your sleeve. Where can people find out more about you?
You can go to MickeyWilliamsBeauty.com.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Mickey, for coming on. Guys, we hope you got so many tips for you to do at home. Also, for more information on the show or ways to stay young, go to weekendswithwhitney.com. We'll see you right back here next Saturday and Sunday. And if you go to our fan page, we're giving away some of these goodies. Make sure to just search Weekends with Whitney.